I noticed, Candace go all in, and that's what I would expect her to do, but, to be firm in her convictions when these events came out. And she put out things that were, I wouldn't say doubling down, but just being who she is and being who you guys are in the face of what you knew would have going to be expecting to be a ton of controversy and I guess a lot of support that you got. Is there ever a moment where you two are at home saying, okay, it's going to come now, or are we ready to do this, or we're sure we're going to do this? Because you're right. I mean, literally, like you said, 31-year-old, black woman in her spare room is putting out a message that no one else has the balls to do in the world. It's crazy, but nobody else is willing to go all in and put themselves on the line. Every other organization wants to hedge it. Let's be quiet right now. But, her, with support of you, are willing to say, no, this is what we believe in. What's that like when you make those decisions?
Well, that's it's an interesting one, because there is a school of thought, and I mean, I'm Candace and I kind of buy into this, and this is something I also thought about UK politics for a very long time, which is that the left has pushed the framework of debate in both political cultures into a place where we as conservatives are playing defense the whole time. And as a result, and I mean, this is something that the Vote Leave campaign and Brexit campaign actually did very well, was we kept on pushing the debate into worlds which the Remain side of the argument didn't like, because it made them play defense the whole time. Now, and to some extent, Trump did the same thing. He would come up with these monikers, these catchphrases, which became entrenched and became very difficult for people to get out of their head. Build the wall, lock her up. All of those campaign slogans, which became quite powerful mottos. And as a result, you can boil an entire debate down to simple catchphrases within moments. Now, what the left has done has said, we are going to move the framework of all of these debates into our own ball camp, and then you're going to have to come and play in our park. And as a result, you're going to constantly be playing defense. Now, Candace likes to use the phrase, we're playing by the left's rules and the left are playing by no rules. And I think that's very accurate. And so when it comes to sitting down and sort of saying, okay, this is what we're going to do, what it really takes is a lot of courage. And that is kind of what she and I talk about a lot. And I mean, it's why one of the reasons we deeply respect each other is because of the fact that, both of us are actually more afraid of compromise than we are of, the kind of backlash from what we're saying. And the reason being is because compromise is how we have effectively given so much ground to the left. It's going to take some real fighters. I mean, this is something that I often had feedback about in the UK, was that I often had MPs saying to me, your branding is just too aggressive for us. And I'm like, yeah, guys, but you know what? We've got to fight. We need real fighters. And if you don't have real fighters, then you're in real trouble, because the left is willing to fight by its own rules, and it will drag us into that, ninth battlefield where we don't want to fight. But we're forced to fight because it's the place where they've drawn the lines. And so unless we start fighting back, and unless we start saying we are not going to compromise and we're going to double down, we're going to push the boundaries of debate from our side, they will never engage. They will never be forced to engage with us, And so as a result, there are moments where I sort of say, oh, wouldn't it be nice just to have a quiet Tuesday kind of thing? But at the same time, then it's actually, what are we in this for? We're in this to win it. And if we want to win it, we need to fight. And so as a result, I think encouraging upcoming fighters and giving strength to the conservative voice is one of the most important things we can do.